In this particular video, we'll try to understand the loops. So what is the use of the loop here? Consider an example where here we're going to incrementing the value of the I and we are going to print the value of the I. So here the first case is where we're taking the value of I is 1 and we're printing the value of I. Again we are going to increment, again we are going to print, again we are going to increment, and again we are going to print. So in this particular case it becomes a very lengthy, and the second one is like it can be an error prone. So you are repeating the same statements again and again. So this can be lengthy and as well as error prone. So in order to overcome this problem, we go for a concept of the loops. So what are the different type of loops are available? One is while loop and one more is a for loop. So in Python we have a while and for loop. What is a while loop? We take the value of I is equal to 1. So here let me understand this, where we're having the value of I is 1 is less than 10. Yes, the condition is true. The value of the I is going to be printed 1. Again the value of I is going to be 2 here. 2 is less than 10, condition is true. The value of I becomes 2. Again 3 is less than 10, condition becomes true. Again 3 is going to be printed. Again 4 is going to be printed. Like this, when it becomes 10, so it is going to come out of this loop. Okay, so whatever statements are there, suppose say S3, so this statement will be executed. So this is how the same statement will be repeated again and again till this condition becomes false. So this is the condition. When condition reaches false, it is going to come out. When the condition is true, these statements will be executed. So the same thing, it goes to the infinite loop, means you are going to have endless loop. So this is called as infinite loop. So here what is the concept we are trying to understand? So 1 is less than 10, yes, condition is true. We are going to print the value of I, okay, and 2 is less than 10, condition is true. So like this it is go on repeating, so infinite number of times, because we don't have any end here. So we go on incrementing the value of I here. I becomes 1, 2, 3, like this we go on incrementing this value outside this loop. Okay, so here what happens is we are not incrementing, therefore this goes to infinite. Okay, so I remains 1 itself, because the incrementation is done outside the loop. Since incrementation is done outside the loop, the value of the I remains 1. Okay, so it is not going to be incremented. So such loops are called infinite. We can also write like while true. While true means this condition is always true, therefore followed by colon, so this goes to the infinite loop. So one more concept, we have a break statement. It is going to end the loop entirely. If you want to come out of the loop, you can make use of the break. Break is going to come out of this loop. I value is like it is given as 1 billion 10 lakh. Okay, so we want to print the largest number that is divisible by 17. So that we can print. So this is how we make use of the break to come out of the loop unconditional. Okay. So continue ends the current loop and start the next. So if we have a continue, we want to skip the remaining part of the loop, so that can be done. Okay, so here we are making use of the continue here. Okay. Because of this, lots of languages have a for loop construction which places all these elements in one area, which they have clearly related and can be lost. So in Java we make use of the for loop. In C also we have a for loop. What is the difference between the C loop as well as the Python loop? We'll try to understand. So here, what is the Python syntax here? For loop, control variable, target variable in the sequence. So there is a sequence here. So from one by one we are going to print. So for I in this particular sequence. So this is the sequence. So from taking one value from this particular sequence, we are going to print. I value becomes 1, I value becomes 2, I value becomes 3, I value becomes 4, I value becomes 5, I value becomes 6, like that it goes on printing this value one after the other. So this is how this is a for loop here. So this may seem strangely, but it is very powerful, and you can do like this. So these are the names of the people. We can print one by other all the names, and here also you have a variable, and the variable can be given here for a name in the names. Okay, so one by one all the names will be printed. So this is the use of the for loop in the Python. Okay, what is the range value? For range of 10, so all this range I value will going to take 0 to 9. Okay, so range is going to go from 0 to 9. If you don't specify anything, by default it is going to be 0. Okay, if you specify 5, starting with 5 and it goes up to 10, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it goes up to 9. Okay, so 10 is going to be skipped here, and you want to have a step function 2 here. After 5 you want to go for 7, after 7 you want to go for 9, like this. Okay, for a names in 1 comma 5 comma 2, and from Albert you want to print Tamara. Okay, so here it is going as 1, and it goes up to 5, and we are trying to increment by 2. Okay, from Albert, start with Albert, and we are going to skip this order, and this is Tamara is going to be printed here. Okay, to combine having a number and object indices, you can do like this. Okay, so here we try to find the length of these names, all these names, whatever names are there, 7 names are there. Okay, so range will go to 0 to 6. Okay, 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so 0 to 6. For 0, Dale is going to be printed. For 1, Albert is going to be printed. Okay, and here we can have if you, it is automatically incremented. Okay, so I value is automatically incremented here, no need of incrementing outside the for loop. So here it is incremented here, but this can be an error prone, and you should not do this. Okay, so this is what I have discussed in this particular video. If you like this video, subscribe to this particular channel. Thanks for watching.